Climate change is already taking place today and will continue to occur well into the future. A changing climate and its impacts poses a number of challenges, but may also offer some opportunities for humanity. Hi, my name is Martin Beniston, and I'm a climatologist at the University of Geneva in Switzerland. Adaptation is one means of addressing climate change and minimizing some of its impacts. It implies that societies need to adjust to current and future changes in climate. Many countries will need to adjust in different ways according to their particular geographic situation. In this respect, small island developing states, or SIDS, are in a particular situation. One of the reasons for this is that populations and infrastructure is located close to coastlines, which means that they will be particularly vulnerable to sea level rise, and possibly also to an increase in the frequency and intensity of storms. Indeed, a combination of sea level rise and storminess will impact heavily upon agriculture and coastal zones. The economic impacts of these changes will weigh heavily on the local populations of these small island states. We are here in the heart of Geneva, second to New York in terms of the number of international organizations that this city hosts. This building is the headquarters of the World Meteorological Organization, which is also the secretariat of the IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. The building is made up of glass and steel and is energy neutral in terms of the energy required for heating or cooling this building, which shows in a way that the international organizations are extremely conscious of environmental issues. In this course, which is launched by the United Nations Environment Programme in collaboration with the University of Geneva, we will focus mainly on climate change adaptation. Most of our speakers are international experts from academia, international organizations, and non-governmental organizations. The course will be subdivided into 5 particular topics. Firstly, how can one address issues of climate change adaptation? Secondly, what is the particular situation of small island developing states? Thirdly, how can one address vulnerability and solutions to climate change? Fourthly, how can one integrate climate change adaptation into long-term policy planning? And finally, what are some of the tools that can help address climate change adaptation? This course will be illustrated by a number of case studies that will help the participants come to grips with the complexities of climate change adaptation. By the end of this course, participants should be able to answer questions such as, why is adaptation to climate change necessary? Why are small island and developing states vulnerable to climate change? How can one analyze climate risk? And why are certain countries more vulnerable than others? And finally, can climate change adaptation be integrated into sustainable development goals? Last but not least, participants will be encouraged to engage in networking and engage in discussions that will help further their understanding of the particularities of small island and developing states, and more generally, to climate change adaptation strategies. We certainly look forward to working with you on this.